there and welcome. If you are new here, thanks so much for joining. If you're returning, I appreciate it and thanks so much. I'm excited to see you. So, today I want to talk to you about 5 things that are essentials for families when they travel. Now, this is obviously not an exhaustive list, but I want you to think of it as these items are multi-use tools, okay? So reframe the thinking of this one item can be used this way and I need to pack this. So, all right, it's not an exhaustive list. These are just the top 5, okay? So let me get my goodies. Okay, this first one you have in your house around probably almost all the time. Ziploc bags. Okay, now this is just a sandwich bag, but I want you to also bring the gallon size bags as well. Now, I usually bring like 4 of each. Does that sound like a lot? Yes, but what's so amazing about these is you can use them for obviously things like snacks, but when you have something that's like gross and you don't want to touch and you're kind of traveling on the road, you're out of your bearings, right? Turn it around and use it as a glove. So just like this. Grab whatever it is, throw it away. Great, you're done. Now, you can also put like dirty clothes in it. I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't know where to put my items, and they bring an entire giant clothes hamper, but sometimes there's just like small stuff that's super dirty and you don't want it to touch other things. That could definitely go in the gallon bag. And think about like wet bathing suits and things like that. Perfect for that as well, right? If you have those like grocery shopping bags, those are pretty good too, but they're not airtight, so it could leak on other things. And then obviously a trash bag in the car too, right? But the last one that I think is such a great idea too is just put your phone in it and zip it up. So if you have like greasy fingers or kids have sticky fingers, but you need to entertain them, while you're doing something, trying to find your reservations, etc. for someone else, it's a great way to keep your phone clean, if there's sand or, other things like that. Now keep in mind, it's not going to keep your phone watertight, or I wouldn't, guarantee that. But it at least maybe will help it keep it a little bit cleaner. So there's number 1. All right, number 2 is this amazing towel. Hold on, BRB. Okay, I'm back. So this is a towel, but it's not just any towel. Think of it as like a UV protection blanket almost. I'm saying blanket, but it really is, it's a good size once you open it all up. I think it's the size of like a kid's bath towel, right? If you can kind of see a little bit. So when at least my kids have sensitive skin, and so when they're out and their skin kind of feels tingly, it's a great way to just have sort of a sunscreen barrier. They can put it around their shoulders, right? And so it has that UV barrier. That's great. If you have to stay out in the sun still, but the sunscreen is, you've already tried to reapply, that's kind of a thing, right? So obviously, you can dry off too, but what's so nice is this one's super thin, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. And you can use it as a lightweight blanket, or they can in the car. On the beach, of course, like lay down on it. And as a mom, if you need to like run and go get something and you don't want to walk around in your bathing suit, just tie this one around your waist as like a little cover up. It's great, like thin material, but it still nicely covers. And then wiping up spills in the car. So this is a great option for if water spills in the car and you just need to wipe something up real quick. Great. It's easy to pop in a sink, like if you need to hand wash things wherever you are. Awesome, awesome. So number 3, I know this one is going to be like a no-brainer for some of you, and then others you're like, yeah, I don't really do that very much. A list. Now I'm just holding up this piece of paper. I know this looks really silly, huh? It's just to get your attention because I like to have it on my phone. So you get stopped as you're packing things and you have to reconfigure yourself, reconfigure your kids, what's going on, etc. So I like to have a digital version. So I don't leave something in my room if I need to go check in the car, make sure something's packed, etc. It's nice to have it there. And because the list that I was using is nice, but it's old school. It still talks about a Palm Pilot. So, yeah. Number 4 is a backpack. And I'm specifically saying backpack because, well, several reasons. So I really super like this one. I love this one so much. But I'm saying backpack because it's so nice, especially when you're walking around and you have a lot of places to see. You want the weight distributed on both shoulders. And that's a big deal. I know I really like the crossbody, etc. But sometimes it's just nice to have not everything all on one shoulder, especially if, you have one side that you put your purse on or the other, you know what I'm talking about, ladies. That's why I say a backpack specifically. But this one that I have that I super love, it is washable. I'm going to get the fabric wrong, so I'm not even going to say it. But it's like the baby diaper bags, right? So it just, wipes off really easily, simple. But this one has tons and tons and tons of compartments. And they're all like the washable, wipeable, compartments. It's durable. And this one specifically, this is one of the reasons why I like it so much. On the bottom, this has a little zipper where you put your shoes in, and that's this flap in the middle. So your shoes don't get everything all dirty because, ew, gross. Nobody wants that, right? Okay. And then I also love to do a screenshot of confirmations. So this might seem like kind of silly, right? Like we always have our phone. Okay. Or if somebody wants like the hard copy printed, well, let me tell you, I have like searched through my things looking for a printed one. And I've also been in this situation where I've been like trying to board the plane and the app is refreshing and I can't get on because my ticket's not uploading to scan. So screenshot your confirmations. You will thank me. Yes. All right. So now last but not least, let me see where I put it. I thought I was more organized than this. It fell on the floor. Okay. Bonus first aid kit. Okay. It is not the fancy, everything. It has antiseptic towels, little like burn cream, and of course Band-Aids, right? So it's not a ton of things, but I have been in situations where we've been out and about and it's really come in handy, like especially like the cream, if they touch something that's super hot and they weren't expecting it, or you can always use a Band-Aid as a mom, right? So I know that this is, again, not exhaustive, but I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments below, like, what are your top 5? Or what did I not put on here that you're like, okay, this is like my number 1. So I want to hear, I want to know what you have to say too. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know. Click that like button. And if you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe because I want to stay connected to you. All right? Make it a great day.